Hey everybody, this is the Super Sleepy Gamer. Thank you for coming back and viewing my a new video of mine. This is a really important video. You see, I get asked all the time, hey Sleepy Gamer, we know that you don't sleep a lot. We know you play games all the time, but sometimes you have to sleep. How do you get to sleep in that situation? You know? And I'll tell you, that is it's an excellent question. And there's plenty of people online, there's plenty of people everywhere who try to tell you how to get to sleep. There's medication for it and so on and yada yada. But I have a great system for falling asleep. It's a multi-step program, 5 to 7, depending on how many I want to say. To start off with, I'm going to start with step 1, obviously. Well, you know what? Before you get to step 1, I want to say feel free to drink coffee as late as you want. Caffeine doesn't actually keep you up. That is a fabrication that started from Big T. So, anyways, when you first lay down to go to sleep, the first thing you want to do is start to doze off, start to fall asleep. But before you hit being immediately to sleep, before you hit that full-on sleep, think about yourself. Think that oh my gosh, good, I'm falling asleep. All right, think about it, and then wake yourself up, because your mind will instantly start thinking that, oh shit, you almost fell asleep, and it'll make you wake up. Hopefully, if you do that at the right time, you can get a jolt of adrenaline. Now that'll really get you going. All right, so that's step 1. Wake yourself up right before you're about to fall asleep. Step 2 is to lay down and stare into the void. Now, at this point, step 3, this step can show up a lot. All right, but I'm only going to list it once. Step 3 is to pee. All right, because what's going to happen is you're going to lay down there for a while and stare into the void for a while. This is going to make you feel that little tingle, that little happy tingle, and it's time to get up to go to pee. You might not have to pee that bad. It doesn't have to be that bad. It just has to be the smallest little tingle, because the only thing your mind will think about is that little tingle. The last thing it will do is let you fall asleep and relax. So that's step 3. It could be step 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, depending on how many times you have to pee, but we're just going to say it's step 3. All right. Now, step 4, at this point, it's, you've been laying there. This is a good time to start thinking about when you were a child and some of the mean things you said to your parents that you wish you never said. All right. Or other people, depending. What you want to do is you want to go through your entire life. At this point, this is step 4. Think about your entire life and all the things that you've said that were mean, that were rude or inappropriate or hurt somebody's feelings. You want to feel real bad remorse for that. You want to feel terrible. All right? You want to think to yourself, oh my God, I wish I wasn't trying to fall asleep and then I could be awake and talk to these people that I hurt and say I'm sorry and make amends. That's step 4. Step 5, here's where mortality comes into play. All right, so in step 5, you start thinking about what would happen to my wife, to my kids, to my parents if I died. What would they do? Would they be sad? And this could technically be step 6, but we're going to keep it in step 5. Step 5 is the mortality phase. What you start doing is you start thinking about yourself dying. Then you start thinking, oh my God, what if my wife died? What if my child died? What if my parents died? So you're laying in bed. This will help you fall asleep. You're thinking to yourself, oh my God, these people are going to die. I have to live life to the fullest. I have to appreciate this. What have I done with my life? You start thinking about that. All right, that's number 5. Number 6, you start thinking about, man, I'm not really in that great a shape. I think when I wake up, I'm gonna change my diet. I'm gonna start eating right and exercising. That's probably why I can't sleep so well, is I'm not exercising enough. Step 7, what you want to do then is finally you'll fall asleep. Usually, what happens is after steps 1 through 6, they wear you down, so that step 7. It's 5 minutes before your alarm clock goes off and you have to be awake. You fall asleep. You'll get at least a good 3 or 4 minutes of solid sleep. That is my ultimate guide to falling asleep. Here's the thing, when I was a kid, I was an idiot and I would stay asleep. Now that I'm an adult, I kind of have to stay awake to maintain this crazy lifestyle that I have. So if you ever want it, finally, when you get that chance, when you really do lay down to get some sleep, follow my steps. It'll get you to sleep. It'll make sure that you have, when you wake up, you'll feel only like your eyes are only slightly bleeding. You'll feel great, all right? You'll go to work. or go wherever you have to go, and you'll be wishing that you were anywhere but there. I also want to add something else that will actually help, besides having to pee, something else that you can intersperse between all of the steps. Alright, this is going to make the steps much better. Is that what you want to do is you want to keep checking the clock. Alright, look at the clock. Usually when you look at it once, you'll see that even though you felt like you were in bed for 10 minutes, it's actually 3 hours passed. And then if you look at it again, a couple more hours pass. So, but you can keep telling yourself that, okay, this is a really important part of it. Keep telling yourself, oh, if I fall asleep now, I'll get 2 hours of sleep. Or if I fall asleep now, I'll get 5 hours of sleep. That's all I really need, right? So make sure to keep telling yourself those lies as you go through the steps. It really helps you relax and fall asleep. All right, so there's your little bonus thing. If you guys have any good tips or techniques on how to fall asleep, please feel free to share them with us in the comment section. Or, you know, I mean, you're not going to do this right away, but if you watch this video and you try my techniques, or if you've tried them before, let us know what the results were. Come back and give us some feedback, all right? I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.